Allow me to introduce you to inter-abdominal pressure management 101. Let's start here. My inter-abdominal canister is here. It's my can, not my Diet Coke can, my inter-abdominal can, with my diaphragm on the top, my pelvic floor on the bottom, abs in the front, and my back muscles making the back portion of my canister. When I inhale, my diaphragm drops down, allowing my lungs to fill. At the same time, my pelvic floor descends. So it's like a bellows. As this comes down, this comes down. When this comes up without doing anything else, this also rises up and down with every breath. Looking at this from the side, a lot of people know about belly breathing. But did you know that the lungs are not in your belly? So when we breathe, instead of belly breathing, we could also get breath up here in my upper chest, on the outside of my ribs, or even into my back as my lungs fill. And I can breathe out. I can breathe up. Or I can breathe front to back with much less belly pressure. The pressure in my canister also gets higher when I hold my breath. So when I do this, the poop face or the running to the bathroom, I'm gonna pee my pants face, I'm actually increasing the pressure here. Another example of increased inter-abdominal pressure is when we lift. When I lift, whatever way I lift, the pressure in my canister gets higher. Your uterus sits on top of your bladder. Both of those sit inside the pelvic bowl, but on top of the vaginal vault. If I'm increasing the pressure in my inter-abdominal canister, and if that exceeds what my pelvic floor can support, everything is going to push downward and you're going to have a really hard time holding everything up. All right, so what do we do about this? Number one, we use our breath. We exhale with effort. We exhale when we try to pick our pelvic floor up and in. We exhale when we lift. We breathe like normal people when we are running to the bathroom. When we jump up and down, we breathe. All right, we're breathing, we're not holding our breath, okay? All of these things, we are trying to use our breath in this open pathway here to manage our inter-abdominal pressure. This is really an imperative skill when teaching someone how to rehab things like incontinence, pelvic organ prolapse, and other things, because we need to not only get the pelvic floor more engaged, we also need to use our breath to not overpressure our pelvic floor. The question is always, why do we care? Why we care is that when my inter-abdominal pressure increases, because my glottis is closed, I'm lifting something up, or maybe I'm breathing into my belly, the organs in my pelvic bowl are pushed downwards. And we care about this if we have incontinence issues, if we have a pelvic organ prolapse, other things, because if the pressure coming down into my pelvic bowl is higher than what this can manage from below, we have issues.